Well, welcome everyone to Facebook Live. This is a special edition of Facebook Live. We are pre-recording. Why? Because we have an extra special guest joining us in studio. Special guest, come on in, come on in. Here she hops. Look, it's our BERNINA brand ambassador for BERNINA Canada, Olesya Lebedenko. Olesya, how are you doing?
I'm so excited. Thank you so much for the invitation. I've almost lost my sleep last night.
I know, between the two of us getting together, yes, it's so exciting. Yes. Well, Olesya has prepared a new free pattern for BERNINA Facebook fans. I guess they could tell their friends too.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
They're very close friends.
Okay. Just between us and our closest friends.
Yes.
Okay. We were going to show them these really gorgeous lace organizers that Olesya made. They are sort of a beautiful ornament that you can use to store your notions on it. And Olesya says that she also likes to use them
as a decor,
as a decoration in her sewing room, probably all over your house, Olesya.
If you can dig me from that, yes, you will.
We try to keep it in our sewing room, but it doesn't.
No, it doesn't work. The order doesn't work, but ordering lace should work because we need to hold them in order in very beautiful way.
Yes. So they don't get damaged, they don't get tangled. They're ready as soon as you're ready to do that project. Your lace is ready for you.
Absolutely right.
And it's gorgeous in the meantime.
It's just gorgeous.
Oh, thanks, Olesya.
Yeah, it's just gorgeous.
Oh, all right.
So you can. Two words. It could be not used only as for layers. You can decorate them with buttons, with threads, with stitches, with embroidery stuff. Yeah, you can pop up elements on the fabric because we're going to show more. Yeah,
we are going to show more options, more ideas. All right, so give us a second and we'll get ready to show you step by step how you can make these amazing lace organizers.
Sure.
All right, so Olesya, can you show us some of the tips to make this project?
Not only tips, but I'm going to share with you my tools, what I'm going to use for this project. First of all, one of my favorite, it's my pinking shears.
Nice.
Me without them, almost nothing. Yeah. Then it's transfer paper. Amazing tool from scrapbooking. If you don't have such a thing, you can easily replace it with permanent paper.
Yeah, or some tissue paper.
Yes,
or
absolutely right.
Something you want to be able to see through it.
Yeah. Okay. Why? Because when you have a piece of fabric, probably you choose it because of the print on fabric, right? So and of course, you would like to have an element in place where you can pick up. Sometimes the fabric print could be hardly seen on the
reverse side.
Yeah. So that's why it's quite hard to pick up particular what you like from the.
If you're trying to center an element
or pick up something, because most of the thing you will use the waist of their dress, and their skirt should be fancy and beautiful, so you can pick up anything you like. For example, we have a dress right here, and I was thrilled to have this chart in particular, this lace. You see here we have our on the skirt, and here we have on the rest and skirt as well.
The placement makes it look really nice like that. So if you have the tissue paper, it's easier for you to see through. You could do this project with regular paper as well. It's just might be a little more challenging to place it.
Yeah, it's a little bit more fun when you see and you're sure that you will have this flower or these scissors just in place.
So sometimes surprises are not great. Okay,
no,
good idea.
No, I don't like surprises and soon. Although we don't make mistakes, we make variations. Okay?
Exactly. Yes.
So why pinking shears? Because mostly of our fabrics have
They can fray.
yeah, they can fray, they can, especially if you work with tiny pieces. As you all know, I'm a tiny pieces fan.
I don't know what you would do without your pinking shears. Almost everything I see by Olesya is done with pinking shears. So there's got to be something to it.
Yeah, I'm lazy, and I will show you in a second why I like them so much. So one more thing that we're going to use, it's sew-in stabilizer, the heaviest one.
Yep.
So
this is one I'm pretty familiar with. You can get this at most stores. This is Pelon.
Yeah,
I think it's weight 70.
We can show actually what we have right here with numbers.
So in white 70
yeah.
W. Yeah, I've used this one a lot. It's available all across Canada.
Absolutely.
And works great in hat brims, boxes, bags, things like that.
Yep.
So it's a good thing to have in your sewing room.
One more thing, it holds the shape in perfect way. One more plus of this material, when you have your lace, you can pin it.
You can safely pin it right into the layers of
because of the layers and because of it's heavy, it holds everything in place.
Yeah, and you prefer the one that does not have the glue on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't need a glue one because we're not going to make it more complicated.
I like simple. Simple sounds great. Thanks, Olesya.
I tried.
So you're gonna cut out 2 of those shapes.
I made some homework in preparation. Yeah, so I already transfer and cut it. As you may see on their stabilizer, you don't need any seams.
No seam allowance.
No seam.
Gotcha.
Absolutely. So you cut just the silhouette, and when you transfer it, as you may see, they're different. So you will need to mirror them.
Yeah. Okay.
And have one done.
And the mirror image of the other. Okay. Yeah. Just because it's not completely symmetrical, because that's how you designed it.
We are not symmetrical.
This is true.
It's like anytime you try to do this, it looks a little bit weird. When it's symmetrical, you can feel that something wrong with that.
True. Yeah.
But some asymmetrical is just perfect.
I love it.
Yep. Next step, what you're going to do, you're going to place their ready-made pieces with stabilizer and cut your fabric with about centimeter. It's like
about 10 millimeter.
It's like 10 millimeters, or it will be like 3/8.
Yeah, it's 3/8, between 3/8 and half an inch, just enough that you're comfortable.
Enough when you're comfortable, because you can always cut extras.
Okay, you can always trim it away.
We always have our scissors with us.
This is true. We can always trim a little excess away.
Absolutely. So here we go. I cut it already.
Nice.
Yeah, so I placed the scissors I like, and their pins I wanted to be here with their rotary cutter as well. So how you're going to deal with everything. Next instrument and tool you're going to use, first of all, it's fabric glue.
A glue stick, yep.
And then you need a stiletto. And of course, you need scissors with
some small scissors.
Small scissors. Here we go. Yep. Why you need them? First of all, fix your dress in place just with several drops of glue.
So you don't have to coat the whole surface. Nope. You're just trying to hold it in place.
Yeah, just to hold it in place. Nice. Because you will need to cut right here. Be very careful not to cut
too far.
So leave just some space there. Okay,
like you said, you can always cut in further if you need to go further later.
Yeah, don't be afraid if you cut too far that you can glue it.
That's true.
Any moment. Yeah. So, and then through the silhouette, put some glue, and using your stiletto not too glue your fingers.
Olesya, that is the best tip ever. Whenever I do things like this, I glue myself to my project. So
Yes.
thank you for
No.
this tip.
Yeah.
You're so professional. I knew I
So-
invited you here for a reason.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to share, you know me.
Oh, it's these little things that make you so happy, you know?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So
So you would continue all the way around.
absolutely.
And you're
you
going to do
learn
this
step
with,
by step. And if you see that those are too long or too small, you can move it a little bit because this kind of glue gives you space.
Oh, so it's
okay,
you
and
can
it's
make adjustment.
easy. That's why I don't recommend any fusible stabilizer.
Right.
Otherwise, it will be glue forever and ever, and we
You
don't
can't-
like this.
You can't make any adjustments.
No, we don't.
Okay.
We cannot trust sometimes.
Well, it gives us a chance to make it a little bit better,
Yeah.
improve it if we need to.
Then you will give a little bit time that the glue will dry.
Sure.
Okay, not to harm your machine or anything. So step by step, it's a kind of a meditating process.
This would be a lot of fun.
We can do it all day long.
We can do it while we're watching TV.
Yes,
it's pretty
absolutely.
easy
and
to
it's,
do.
And it's quite quiet process, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you have such
Sort of a bulky area.
Or square, glue it right here. So you will fold to cover.
Nice.
You see, and it will be very accurate.
Gives you a nice crisp corner.
Yep.
Very nice.
You see, and just.
And nobody will see that little pleat in the middle anyway, because that's going to be hidden by the other copy. That's great.
And the second edge of our stiletto goes perfectly to press.
Yep. So does it need an iron to set, or you just needs time to dry?
It needs just a little bit of time to dry.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
just so it's not tacky anymore, I guess.
Nice. And as a result, you will have it like here. You see,
looks
and
great.
It's ready to go.
Nice.
So let it, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes.
Time for coffee, and then come back and sew.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Amazing.
Well, that looks really great. And then I think your next step is really just to sew the two pieces together.
We will clip it, and we're going to have some fun. If you like to make it a little bit fancier, you can use our amazing instrument. Yes, our amazing.
You can use the BERNINA
BSR.
You could use the BERNINA stitch regulator and do some sort of free motion.
To pop up our elements you like.
Yes.
Can you imagine with like pop up?
That'd be so cute. The little buttons popping up a little bit.
And scissors right here, and here.
So cute.
Stop me, please.
I know, we just get excited. We could also just do some decorative stitching, like as if there was like decorative lace along the edge of the dress.
Absolutely. Or if you have so many scraps in your stashes, you can just put them together and it will be top and skirt.
Right. So you could do a top a different color and the skirt a different one, like Deb suggested.
Yep.
And you've got a custom outfit. A dream outfit. I love it.
Yeah.
And it would use up scraps really well. So that's really nice. You could definitely do some couching. I know Olesya likes to do couching. You could do couching.
Absolutely.
You could add buttons or trim, like you said, right?
Yeah, right here you can put a tiny button and have I don't know, a piece of cord, and you can handle it.
That would be great. That's great. So once you've got it sewn together, and we're going to show you the way that Olesya sews it to get this really professional finish, you can now use it as a decoration, as Olesya said, or as an organizer for your beautiful trims and notions. And like Olesya was telling me, it's very safe to put the pin in here. She uses a pin, often a decorative pin. Look how cute this one is. And it's very safe because you can put the pin in between the two layers of the thick interfacing, so that we don't hurt ourselves, because Olesya knows I'm very good at hurting myself in the sewing room. It happens.
We all there.
I get distracted. It's okay. It's all right. But yeah, you could wrap pearls. You could wrap, what else, Olesya? Trims,
anything, and it looked very stylish. You see,
I love it. It's like we get to play dress up with our trims.
have you ever had a paper doll in your childhood?
Yes.
It's the same thing.
Oh,
it's
and
the same thing when you play.
Yeah. And I can tell my kids, I'm not playing.
No,
I'm
we are working.
organizing.
Yes, we keep in order everything we have in our treasure box, right?
Awesome.
Yep.
So
one more thing that you can use this one if you like, I don't know, some oils or anything. So you can make some drops inside on the stabilizer, and it will help you to have the smell.
So you could use an essential oil.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's a great tip. I didn't think of that, Olesya.
You can put it in the car or in between your stash of your
in the stash of all your notions and your sewing items.
Not only sewing items, it could be even your dresses, real one.
Oh, right, in your closet. Absolutely. And I think this would be an improvement on the pine tree in the car.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks, Olesya. It looks really classy. We're going to take a look at the machine and let you know how Olesya sets up for her really professional look on the sewing machine.
Great.
Okay, so now we've moved over to the sewing machine. We're ready for my favorite part, the sewing. So what are your tips for sewing this project together?
Okay, so we waited and our glue is perfectly dried. And next, what we are going to do, we're going to clip our dress together just to hold two pieces
in place. So you don't recommend pins for this? You prefer the clips?
Nope, because clips will hold them flat.
Oh, I see.
Otherwise, it could be some
distortion.
Yeah, and waves on fabric. We don't want to have any waves in our fabric because it's so beautiful.
So this helps to keep it really flat.
Yeah. So I clip it already, but before that, as I mentioned, you can always try and pop up the elements on fabric print
with your decorative techniques, or do an applique or something fun.
Absolutely.
Oh, that would be great. So now you've done all your embellishment and you're ready to do the final stitch together. This is the procedure for that.
Yeah, I clip always their ankles,
the corners,
and the corners. So that keeps the whole shape together, as you may see, and it's ideal to start the sewing.
And you didn't glue the layers together at all. You didn't need to.
You don't need to.
Oh, great. Okay, that keeps it simple. We like that.
Yeah, I mean, I know the influencer behind that, so everything is fine. So actually, it's a very good thing to keep it as simple as possible.
Okay.
Next thing, as you may see, for foot, it's wide basic one.
You're going to use the walking foot. The regular closed toe sole is Olesya's favorite. It holds the fabric in place the best, I think, for you. Okay.
And it moves just in this perfect, absolutely perfect speed, and you can easily control the waving and the shaping.
So even with the thickness of this, the walking foot is the foot that you prefer.
I will kindly ask you to try it, but before that, I would like to show the screen and show their width of their stitch.
So let's look at the settings here. So I'm using the BERNINA 770 QE Plus today. Olesya sews on our strong and mighty B475 QE, and it works exactly the same. No worries at all. But what I've done on this machine is I've just told the machine we are sewing with the walking foot, and it actually shows the walking foot right on the screen. And as Olesya said, she's going to carefully place her fabric so that it runs just on the inside of the toe, and she'll get that really neat 1 millimeter sort of finished, or 1/8 of an inch sort of finished edge all the way around. Other options for feet would be a dual feed foot. That would help to carry all the layers through. And because this is a thick project, maybe Olesya, do you lengthen your stitch or do you leave it about 2.5?
2.5 is perfect because it's nice and it's good. It's no harm for machine.
Yep. And it's a small project, so that size looks pretty good on the machine. If you wanted to go with a bigger stitch length, you could just change your stitch length even up to maybe almost 3 would be good, sort of like you would do on a bag. But we're going to stick with the factory setting because Olesya says it's very simple. It's very easy. No problem. So let's show you down at the machine what it looks like to sew. Oh, this one is different, Olesya. You just press here.
So you're going to spoil me even more.
Just sew a couple stitches. So I've pulled up the bobbin thread just so we don't get a mess on the back. And Olesya is going to just try a couple of stitches. Oh, it's sewing like there's nothing there. It's very easy to sew through.
Because we gave time. Okay, sometimes when you go to
here,
okay,
yep,
and then you go like this.
Yep, press your foot up and down, and you're just running that on the inside of the opening here.
You see your needle. You don't move your needle and
left
change
or right,
any, and no changes in needle position.
Yep. And I notice you're just going a slow speed for accuracy, or
accuracy. And plus, it's, as I mentioned, it's quite a meditating thing.
Yes, it's enjoyable to do this, and so I try to stretch it out because otherwise I have to go do some housework or answer emails.
We don't want to.
No.
Okay.
Nice. And you just continue around, pivoting as you get to each corner and removing the clips.
Very, very, very great.
Oh, that looks amazing, Olesya.
With both sides.
Both sides look perfect. And you just match your thread top and bottom.
Yep.
Easy. Well, thanks for sharing all those tips. Of course, if you wanted to, you could change out and use the different soles on your Bernina walking foot. If you want a little bit more visibility, you could try the open toe sole and still position the project just as Olesya has, just on the inside of the metal. That would be great. If you're a little bit of a wobbly sewer, like sometimes I am, Olesya, you could try using the stitch in the ditch sole, which has that sort of flange to kind of keep you in the straight and narrow. That would work just as well too. You would probably want to move your needle position over a little bit. That's
amazing, actually. That's amazing choice for everyone who feels that it's a little bit unconfident or something like that. So, and if you have a tool that keeps you going and keeps you going through the shape, around the shape, that will be excellent. Sounds
like you can't go wrong with any one of these. Maybe we'll experiment and try them all today after we're done our show.
Ooh, okay.
All right. Well, thanks for all those tips, Olesya. All right. So thanks so much for joining us today.
It was fun.
I think these are going to be all over my sewing room very soon.
Will you share a picture with me?
I'll share pictures. We'll put them on your Instagram or something.
Yes.
You can find Olesya on all types of social media, Facebook, Instagram. She has a great website where this free pattern will be housed on olesya-ldesigns.com.
Yeah,
I got it right because I've been there 7 times already. We'll also include a direct link to this project in the comments in today's webinar or video.
Yeah,
we're doing a video. Yeah,
really?
We are. Okay, so that's where you'll find it. And come back and see us on Facebook Live anytime soon. We'll have lots more interesting projects from Olesya and our other brand ambassadors. You never know what we're going to do next.
Something interesting.
Something good. Okay.
Yeah. And plus, with the pattern, you will have a step-by-step tutorial.
Oh, okay.
Right?
So we don't need to use this video.
No,
all
we
the
need,
steps are
because people should see ours.
Oh, yeah. Share this video. All right. So something fun.
See you.
Bye.